I only made $273 mining crypto in the month of March. I thought last month, February, was my worst month, but this is the new worst month. But I did make some changes. I did make some promises to myself at the end of last month's video, if you guys recall, one of which being I needed to just do better. I needed to move my devices to better locations, specifically my GEODNET and my Helium miners, as well as get more devices. And I did that, and I'm going to be showing you guys those earnings in this video. So let's just get right into it. All right, so as always, the Alphabetical DG1 Plus comes in first. I actually just got a chance to meet the Alphabetical team at Mining Disrupt and see the release of their new DG2, which hopefully I can get my hands on. I have my hopes up, but we'll see. It's a very expensive device. Anyway, I ended up, after expenses with electricity of $288, I had a profit of $108.73. Most of my earnings consistently every month have been coming from the DG1 Plus, and I'm hoping as time goes on it will start to shift, not because the DG1 Plus is earning less. I want it to earn as much as possible. I know the market is struggling right now. Dogecoin's at 16 cents as of April 1st, but I want my other devices to continue to grow, as well as just as I add more devices, they should continue to increase my earnings. Hopefully this is the bottom of how much I earn month over month. I also plan on selling my GPUs, which I have. I was waiting for the tariffs to be announced and see what was going on with that. Moving on, we got the Bitcoin. Nothing fancy here, just made $36 in Bitcoin. I haven't sold any of the crypto that I've earned through this DG1 Plus. I'm paying for all of the expenses out of my own pocket, which is kind of stressful, I guess, but it's not that big of a deal. Helium Mobile Indoor Hotspot. This thing is just pumping out coins. I made 8.5 Helium. This thing has paid itself off months ago, and it has earned $26. I'll just round it up. The Alphabetical DG1 Litecoin, we got $25. My HiFix GEODNET station. This thing kind of pisses me off. Now, GEODNET is a great project, but as you can see, the notes changed quite a bit. I think I'm going to make a dedicated video on this, but I am hosting it through EasyNav, and they just filed for bankruptcy. I was promised 50% rewards. I'm still only getting 25. I was also promised like the full rewards if I got a certain number of referrals, and my referral link got disabled. But, you know, with that out of the way, like that aside, I did make almost double, or no, actually almost triple the earnings I made last month, because I moved my antenna, or the GEODNET device itself, from out on the deck up into the attic, which is actually this room right behind this cat tree. And that ended up increasing my earnings drastically. So I made $18. But if you were to times that by 4, I should be making $71 a month. Unfortunately, I'm not. So I don't know what to do. I'm kind of just stuck with that device. Hopefully I can get my hands on the Wingbits and GEODNET collaboration bundle, that dual miner, and then I won't really have to care about this GEODNET as much. I have a perfect location for that Wingbits GEODNET device. Moving on to my Demo R1. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Actually, yeah, we can just compare it to last month. I've had these devices yellow forever, because I couldn't get them online, but that changed. I changed this month. I got my Demo R1s up and running. I made $12.51 after expenses. I made $9.38. I do a 75-25 split with my hosts, which is just family and friends. I only have 5 of these devices total, and it is about $1 a device I pay out right now at the current prices, so it's really not terrible. Again, similar to the DG1 with the expenses, I'm paying these expenses out of my pocket, just Venmoing my friends and family. And then we have the Demo Macaroon. Now that I have 3 of these bad boys, they are earning pretty similar in tokens to the Demo R1. I did actually just stake on one of the Demo R1s to get a higher boost, to get like better baseline. But in comparing them, I mean, it's pretty good. It's about, $17, $18 a month on these 2 devices for very little, actually no issues at all. When I do set up the new macaroons, I do seem to have an issue after about a week where they disconnect. So I need to like manually re-add them to my Demo app, and then after that, they work smooth sailing. Hopefully with this new one I just installed, it is offline right now, but maybe it'll just unplug or turn off, turn back on. It should fix it. Helium mobile phone. only got a couple months of this left, but this is still paying for itself with all the referral sales that I've made through it, making people sign up for Helium Mobile. It has helped greatly, so I have no expenses, $9.60. Then we have the Ether Edge. This thing is awesome. I've had this up for 3 days in March, so I'm very excited to see how many tokens we get at the end of April. I should be getting, let's see, it's 300, so it's like 100 every day. It should be 100 times 30, 3,000 tokens. Quick equal sign. I should be making about $90 a month on this device, which is awesome. Yes, it was on the expensive side in terms of D-pin devices, but it is earning pretty well, and I do have a upcoming video, although once you see this in the future, it won't matter. The video will already be out. Jaeger Country Club, still haven't made a video on this. Still waiting for them to announce more slots open, but made $8.60 in USDC. They pay me every month. Hive Mapper, it's getting down there as one of the worst ones. $7.46. I don't drive that much, so it's not profitable for me. I've talked about this in other videos. I just am not driving during the day. I drive when the sun's not up in the morning and the sun is basically setting by the time I come home from work, so I don't have a lot of time during the day to be mapping. I wish I could get my hands on a B and throw it in like a friend's car that is driving during the day, because I could be making so much more. Plus I wouldn't have to deal with the constant uploading. I forget all the time. Because the token is not worth much right now, because I'm not earning a lot of tokens, there's not much incentive for me to upload these mapping images. Plus, the images I'm mapping, I'm driving the same route every day, so it's not like I will be getting rewarded a lot. The B, however, is supposed to be getting a ton of, or a lot more honey per device, because it's able to map 24/7, so that'll be interesting. I think that's just a good thing in general for people that are looking to buy this data, to buy this mapping data, because you want to be able to see what the location will look at, time or at different times of the day. At nighttime, is there lighting around? Is it, good, safe area, stuff like that. Crank, just chugging along. These things have paid themselves up long ago. I made $7 in the month of March, and they just announced their bridge to Solana. Crank single-handedly built the bridge to Solana, so now Cadena can be bridged to Solana, to my understanding, I think. But that's huge, because Cadena is a good blockchain, but it doesn't have a lot of use. Not a lot of people understand it. Being able to bridge these tokens across chain is a good idea, in my opinion. And then Helium IoT. Still don't know what to call these devices, because they're not IoT devices anymore, but made a whopping 10 cents, which is way up from last month. I made 2 cents. So that's a massive increase. It's still terrible. Still absolutely terrible. Then we have the Deep device. I made a unboxing / overview on this console / crypto device, whatever you want to call it. It's actually kind of a node. But they're on testnet, and I think the way it works is that the tokens are equivalent to 10,000 tokens once they go live. So I only have 24 days up, and I have no clue how much this is going to cost, or how much the token is going to be worth during launch. So that'll be exciting. But you can see, I technically got 4 devices up. I'm not done yet, but I'll talk about that. And I took 1 device down. The XNET, I got that thing. I took it out. It's not even worth it for me. It might be worth it for other people, but for me personally, the device is earning 1 XNET a month, or 2 X. Let's see. Make that go away. Yeah, February I earned 2 XNET, which was 5 cents. So absolutely zero reason for me to keep having this device on. I'm going to try and sell it. So if anyone is interested in purchasing this device, feel free to message me on Discord or Twitter /X, and I will we can work something out. And then last but not least, Wayru. I didn't even bother putting the coins that I earned here, because it's still testnet and I have no clue how much it's going to be worth. But it would be probably the same, probably about 70 grand in these tokens. So yeah, overall, now that I went through, I did kind of jump the gun a little bit and talk about the devices, but I did end up getting 4 devices online this month, and yet I still am earning less than I did last month, just because look at the downturn in the market. If you have 2 back-to-back months of downturn, especially with Crank dropping 63%. Technically, January was downturn too. December downturn. December, yeah. So November was like the peak for us. And then ever since then, we've been kind of on a downturn. So hopefully this switches, because traditionally March was, or February, March is like the like acclimation period. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but like it just kind of sits, might go down a little bit. And then once we start to get into the spring and summer months, I know about 2 or 3 years ago, helium was taking off March, April, May, June, July of 2022. So I think we're going to see something similar, not financial advice, but I'm looking forward to that. I'm really happy I got to get all these devices on, and I'm hoping to get some more devices going into the month of April. I just got the Ether, so I'm excited to explore more with that and see what that's all about. But hopefully I can get the Wingbits, GEODNET, and some more ASIC miners, and we are going to be expanding rapidly coming into these summer months. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe. We're almost at 7,000 subscribers. I'm really excited. Maybe I'll do like a live stream to 7K if we're like getting close and I'm actually around. I'm so busy with work right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about any of the devices that you see here, or if you're interested in purchasing any of these devices, there will be links in the description below so you can check them out, purchase them. Most of them are affiliate links, and I would really appreciate it if you did, because it does help me out, helps out the channel, and allows me to continue making great videos like this. But I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great one. Peace out.